In my vision, when he broke the sixth seal, there was a violent earthquake and the sun went as black as coarse sackcloth. The moon turned red as blood all over, and the stars of the sky fell onto the earth like figs dropping from a fig tree when a high wind shakes it. The sky disappeared like a scroll rolling up, and all the mountains and islands were shaken from their places. In early summer, the sun disappeared under an eclipse. Soon afterwards, a comet trailed fire through the sky. In Warsaw, people saw tombs and fiery crosses in the clouds, and so gave alms and fasted, reading in these signs a terrible calamity that would fall on the land and ravage all mankind. These late eclipses in the sun and moon portend no good to us. Though the wisdom of nature can reason it thus and thus, yet nature finds itself scourged by the sequent effects. Love cools, friendship falls off, brothers divide, in cities, mutinies, in countries, discord, in palaces, treason, and the bond cracked twixt son and father. I love celestial events, especially eclipses, both solar and lunar, and of course comets. Earlier this year, my son and I were able to get out and see the last total lunar eclipse until December 2028. And luckily, unlike Shakespeare's Gloucester, my son and I hath not a bond cracked twixt us. So join me in this video as we capture the last total lunar eclipse for some time. Hi, my name is Chris, and welcome to my channel. The last two times I've gone to image comets, I was in that corner right over there where that big pile of snow is. So we're gonna set up right over here with a pretty good view towards where the moon is going to be setting in that direction. Unfortunately, I do see some high cloud cover, or perhaps that's low cloud cover. Well, it is cloud cover. The moon should still shine through, but we're not going to be able to see too many other stars, which we would be able to see with the bright moon anyway. So we're going to set up right over here. So as you can see behind me, I've got my VJ rig set up and it is imaging at 5-minute intervals. I'm doing captures of 20 frames. So hopefully I'll be able to take each set of those, stack them, and then put them together into a time lapse. I think that'll be pretty cool. It's similar to what I did last year. It's somewhat time consuming, but I think it's totally worth it if it works out. I've brought a visual telescope with me as well. It's a Celestron SLT 127, so it's a 5-inch Maksudov telescope. I have that trained on the moon so I can see the lunar eclipse happening visually. And I have my Nikon snapping away at 14 millimeters wide field to capture the whole event. Last year's eclipse was really cool. I got to spend half of it sitting in a hot tub while watching the moon turn red as it went across the sky while my 6-inch telescope was imaging and my Nikon was doing the wide fields. Unfortunately, this year, the eclipse is happening so low down in the west that I can't see it from my backyard. So I'm out here at the Velodrome in Milton, and Some people are starting to arrive in the parking lot. I don't know what time this place opens, but I've got a pretty good view here in the corner looking out across the field towards the Niagara Escarpment. I'm going to go warm up now, and I'll come back and oh, you can start to see the moon turning red on the left edge there. Look at that. That is so cool. I can just got the sliver of the moon here. I'm gonna have to increase my gain to be able to see the moon once it's completely oculated, occlused, covered. I don't know if my camera's gonna pick this up, but the moon is now a shade of burgundy red. It's sunk. Wow, look at that. So the moon has turned kind of a reddish, orangish glow, but it's also being obscured by some clouds. Now, my telescope is picking up a lot more than I can see visually. The lights here at the velodrome are pretty bright, and the moon is really dim. So hopefully some of my images turn out. I can't speak right now because my face is frozen. So yeah, I'm gonna post some of these images. I'm glad I came out. This is the last chance to see a lunar eclipse like this from this area for another 2 years. So I'm pretty excited to have been able to not just see it, but to hopefully catch a couple of images of it as well. I'm gonna go warm up and check back with the moon a little bit later. That happened pretty quickly. The sun is coming up behind me. The low clouds have obscured the moon off in this direction. Telescope is still picking up a bit of the moon at 30-second exposures. But you see the sunrise there behind me, behind the velodrome. So I think that this is going to be it for this lunar eclipse.